Whoa, looking at my drip, looking at your drip. Whoa, mommy, look at.
All right, guys. I thought I'd do a quick video update. It's the day after. It's the evening time. Yeah, it might be a little bit strange that I'm over here at the studio, but my way of kind of handling stuff is just that I have to get on. I have to start working and trying to get some kind of normality back into your life. Although that might sound a little bit selfish, it's just the way that I handle it. I have got you know, orders that need to come out, and you know, obviously I work with eBay and I work with Amazon, so just put you there. So unfortunately, even though I could message them and say, look, this unfortunate event's happened, I'm not going to be able to get your order out, I'd rather just get it out of the way so I'm not piled up down the line with orders. But I'll just briefly just let everybody know what's going on. Sarah's now actually home. She's back at the house now with the kids where she wanted to be, and me. And yesterday morning she woke up the night before, so on the Wednesday night, or Tuesday night, she lost some water into her underwear, and she said that she was going to see what it was like the day after. Next day she woke up and she was crying at the bottom of the stairs. It's probably the first time that I've seen Mason. I've watched Mason grow up from being like 2 to 16 on Sunday. First time I've seen Mason like physically and emotionally distraught. He kind of knew what was going on, obviously, and she kind of calmed down and thought, you know what, it might just be the second pregnancy. If we were having twins, we didn't know. So she rang the hospital late that day, and they said they was going to scan her on the 4th of December. Obviously that didn't sit well with me, it didn't sit well with Sarah at all, that it was going to be the 4th of December, because that would have meant nearly a week, and God knows where we'd have been in a week's time. So later on in the evening it got a little bit worse, so she rang them up and said, look, the early pregnancies unit, I'm going to have to come in and do something if this gets worse. So they said, okay then, you'll have to come in, you'll have to, you know, we'll have to look at it. The next day she woke up and it was a considerable amount of blood that she'd lost. So I took her to A&E, where they then took her in and scanned her. Now obviously on the morning I'd already took the kids to school, and the kids kind of knew what was going on. Chloe knew what was going on because she was going to work. So during the day we didn't know what was going on, and then obviously the news came at about 2:30 in the afternoon that she'd lost the baby. And I went live yesterday, as you've seen. I was emotionally just burnt out and worn out. I didn't mean to blame Jamie and Michelle for anything. It isn't their fault. I just lashed out. I've contacted Jamie and apologised to him directly. I think that everything's good now. I hope that everything's good now. I just don't want any more of this, you know, to and froing anymore. And then I had to go from the live to pick Alfie up and Vanellope up. Now Vanellope doesn't really know what's going on. Aurora just definitely doesn't know what's going on. But I had to go, and obviously I had to start telling the kids. I'd told Chelsea by WhatsApp. She got back to me. Obviously she was distraught. I messaged Liam because his dad's on iMessage. I didn't know he got the message till later on at the night time, because for some reason he couldn't get hold of me. Imogen's phone's going back to Sky, so she was on her iPad and she was working, so she wouldn't have had her iPad until she finished work. And yeah, I had to, when the kids come out of school, I had to tell the kids. I went and spoke to the head teacher, who's just, he's fantastic. He's amazing. He's, you know, anything that I wanted, he was prepared to provide for the kids and stuff like that. So I can never fault him anyway. He's a diamond, he really is. And then obviously I had to tell Alfie. Now anybody that has got to tell anybody or had to tell anybody that something like this has happened is bad, but to tell a 9-year-old, and then for that 9-year-old, he literally dropped to his knees. He was really upset. I had to pick him up. Obviously Vanellope didn't really know what was going on, but I hope to God that I never ever have to go through that again. that was one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life. And telling Alfie it was to watch a 9-year-old to watch a 9-year-old, you know, show that much emotion and go down the way he did was bad. And then I had to go and get Portia, Oscar, and then Mason when I dropped the kids off with Chloe. Sorry, with Cal and Davina. I don't even know what's. I can't even. I'm just trying to get it all out as much as I can, so you'll have to bear with me. Cal and Davina came over to the house there to watch Cheen while I went and picked the kids up. I dropped the others off and then went back for Mason, Oscar, and Portia. And now, when I got out of the car, I told them, and Portia was devastated. When Mason got in the car, he was visibly, you know, just heartbroken. But when Oscar got in the car, he didn't see. He was just being Oscar, like cheeky and just laughing and everything else. And I thought maybe that's his way of dealing with it. He just laughs it off because he doesn't want to show that side of it. And then the realization hit when we got out of the car, when Portia was streaming with tears, that he didn't hear me when I got out of the car, and he asked what was wrong with Portia. And I told him, look, I told you at the castle, Mum lost the baby. And he broke down. It was Mason that had to bring him in the house. Mason put his arms around him. To see him grow to a man under, you know, my wing, because I am his. I class myself as his dad because I've been with him since he was 2. It was so humbling, and to watch him look after his brothers and his sister was incredible. It really was. And then I had to spend the evening last night on my own with Chloe was there. Obviously, all the kids were there, and it was bad. Aurora missed her mum so much, so bad. Really bad. And then we had to wait because she was getting like, they were doing blood tests and blood pressure and everything else, and then she couldn't come home. She thought she might be able to come home, but she couldn't come home until today. She's back home now. It's Portia's birthday tomorrow. It's Portia's 13th birthday. Her mum's coming over. Obviously, my mum is, you know, distraught. Davina and Carl will be coming over tomorrow. I really feel sorry for Davina because she so badly wanted to have this pregnancy with Sarah. They wanted to have it together, tandem, all the way down, and unfortunately, she can't do that now. And it isn't Davina's fault. It isn't Carl's fault. It's nobody's fault. It really isn't nobody's fault. But it's been tough, and it's going to get easier, but it's going to get harder before it gets easier. I think Sarah said she wanted to do a short video tomorrow. She'll probably be in Portia's 13th birthday celebrations. We are still going to be doing Vlogmas. I asked Sarah today, and she says yeah, she definitely wants to do it. Can I just say as well, we've had over 500 messages from various people, and it has blown us away completely. People that we didn't know watched us, that watch us, people that watch us all the time, people that you know, it's blown us away. It really has. It's blown us away. You all know who you are. Sarah wants to thank every single one of you for sending your well wishes and your condolences. It's been fantastic. It's been amazing. But I just wanted to put this up just so you know what was going on and where we are and stuff like that. She's home. She's with us. She's more comfortable now that she's home. She's with the kids. She's with her kids, which she's wanted more than anything. She's with her kids. The baby was asleep when she came home. The baby woke up and it was like Christmas morning for the baby. Aurora, she's just so happy. Bless her little heart. She didn't eat a lot of food yesterday in the afternoon when I brought her back because she knew that Mum wasn't there. And then she's been eating all day today when she's been sat with Sarah, so that's massive. One other thing as well, I know that people say that animals can sense stuff. That cat knew there was something wrong. He sat with Sarah and kept putting his paw on her stomach every night. He knew, every single night. So I do believe that cats have got a sense for it. I really, really do. And dogs, but that cat, Max, he sat there every night with her, bless him, and he stayed downstairs while she was in hospital. All day he stayed downstairs in the bedroom. So there's going to be no, like, don't forget to smash the like button and all that today. Hopefully I'll do it tomorrow, I don't know. Thank you again for watching, thank you again for supporting us, and we'll be back tomorrow for Portia's 13th.